Hey everyone, it's Paul from Alexandria Knife Sharpening, and not sure if you can see me. I got the video down here on the stone. One question I've gotten a few times is how do I approach Tanto Blades? And I have one here, so I figured I would do a quick video on how I do it on the Tormek. So I treat each angle almost like it's a completely separate blade, and I'll mark it with my marker like I normally do. So at first I'm going to either do, doesn't matter, I try and blend the two together nicely, but I usually will start with either the tip or the flat end. Doesn't really matter because I'm going to work at kind of blending them together. And I'll do my normal, marker trick to make sure that I'm hitting the angle correctly that I want. And then I will sharpen just that one angle. I'm going to show you that. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little voiceover here. I had my dust mask on, my new dust mask on, and realized that I didn't have my earbuds in, so you guys probably couldn't hear me very well. Probably sounded pretty muffled. So all I'm doing now is I am grinding that first angle, and I'll do that just like I would any knife. I will not try and hit that front tip at all. I will only grind the first angle, and I'm not worried about that angle of the front tip at all. I will completely grind both sides, get that nice and sharp, and then I will reset my jig and move on to the front. Probably can't hear me with the mask on, sorry guys. Now I'm going to do the top edge, and what I'll do then is I'll reposition my jig completely, and I will set it on an angle, but I want that edge straight. So it's a little bit of a strange configuration on the jig, but this is what works for me. And I will show you this here in a second once I got it. And I try and get this as straight as I possibly can. And then I'm going to recheck my angle. So to show you that, I want this and this straight. Just like it's a new, completely different knife I'm sharpening. And then I'm still going to check it on my stone, see if I need any adjustments there, and it looks like it does need a tiny adjustment down. I'm going to make that adjustment on that tip, do that again, give it a little pull, see where we're at, and that's almost perfect. You can see that pull is hitting. Can you see, guys, see that? Let me zoom in here a little. And that's getting the apex all the way down the bevel. There's a little bit in the middle, and I think that's because this was probably sharpened on a belt before, so it's got a little fat in the middle from having a convex edge. Alright, so here we go. And I'm just going to work from the very edge. Just like this. And I'm going to check it. And it's looking pretty good. Okay, so now I'm just grinding that front tip. And I'm going to keep working that until I like the way that the grind marks are meeting up with the first angle that I did. And I'm just going to keep working that tip, and then flip it over and do the other side and make both of those sides mesh up nicely with the first angle. Now the other thing I'm going to do is I will do the final finishing with the hone, and so they don't have to be absolutely perfect, but the hone will do a nice job of mirroring both of those two different edges out so that they go really nicely together. Give it its final finishing. And I just focus on, like I said, each one of those angles, like it's almost like it's a completely separate knife. There's no good way to, you can't go from the one angle to the other with any kind of a stroke that I know of and get it looking good. But this is my particular method for Tanto Blades, and it has worked very, very good for me. Like that, looks good. Open up nice. Finding that edge there. Alright, let me give that a little clean. But that's how I do Tanto Blades. Is just doing two completely separate angles. That's my approach to it. Alright, hope that helps some of you guys out with a way that you can sharpen a Tanto blade on your Tormek.